Hello everyone. As we all know, AWS is a group of services. Like there are multiple services in AWS, EC2, S3, CloudWatch, etc. But how we can access these services in AWS? We can access these services in AWS using AWS Management Console. Okay. Now, from now onwards, very first thing, we need to create one AWS account. So I suggest all of you to create one AWS account. If you have any doubts to create AWS account, just go to the ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT on how to create free tier AWS account. In free tier AWS account, AWS will charge only 2 rupees for that, and make sure your card should be accepted international transaction, and AWS will not accept rupee transactions like rupee card. AWS will not accept. So very first thing today, we need to create AWS free tier account. If you have any doubts to create AWS free tier account, just go to the chat gpt and ask chat gpt how to create AWS free tier account. Okay. In it, while creating, uh, AWS will charge 2 rupees, and only in the international transaction will be accepted, and rupee card will not accepted. Now coming to the today's topic. Now when we create fresh account or new account, that will be our root account. Whenever we create first time account on AWS, okay, like it will be our new account. So that new account is our root account. We will call it as a root account. Okay. Now for example, how this root account will be defined. For example, in your company there are 10 employees joined. So will you ask that employees to use their personal account, or you will provide the company's email id? Definitely we will provide them company's email id. We will not ask them to use personal account. So in AWS, I will create root account, and under root account, I will add users. For example, in my company, I have joined 10 employees. I will not ask them to use personal account. I will create accounts for them also. Okay. So in my company, for my company, I will have root accounts. Now I have to join these 10 employees. So these 10 employees are known as users. So I will add these users under my root account, and these root users are called as IAM users. Okay. For example, in my company, I have joined 10 employees. So I will create one root account. Means first account will be mine, that will be root account. Under my root account, I will add these 10 users. These employed are called as users. So these users are called as IAM users. So under root account, I will define here. Under root account, I will have my IAM users. Okay. Under root account, I will have IAM users. I have added 10 users. The group of users is called as IAM users. Now I created 3 users. For example, let's assume I created 3 users. Okay, let's say Ganesh, Ram, Sham. These users are called as IAM users. I have created account for 3 users, Ganesh, Ram, and Sham, and these users called as IAM users. Okay. Through root account, I can give permissions to individual users. For example, I have created three users of Ganesh, Ram, and Sam. Now from my root account, I can give permissions to the Ganesh, I can give permissions to the Ram, I can give permission to the Sham. For example, through root account to Ganesh, I have given S3 permission. Through root users, I have given permission to Sam for EC2. Okay. And for Sam, I have given, for example, RDS permission. Okay. From my root account, I can give permissions to this IAM users. To Ganesh, I have given S3 permission. To Ram, I have given EC2 permission, and to the Sham, I have given RDS permission. Now, Ganesh can access only S3 service in AWS, because from my root account, I have provided only S3 permission to the Ganesh. Ram can access only EC2, no other services Ram can access, because I have given permission to EC2 only. Similarly for Sham also, Sham can access only RDS permissions. These are my IAM users. Ganesh, Ram, and Sham are my IAM users, because I from my root account I have created my IAM users, that is Ganesh, Ram, and Sham, and I can give permissions to the Ganesh, Ram, and Sham from my root account as they are IAM users. Okay. Now the question is, as Ganesh, Ram, and Sham are IAM users, so can they give permission themselves from IAM users? The answer is no. From IAM users, they cannot give permission to the themselves. Only if they are admin, the permission is given as an admin. For example, for Ganesh, I have given permission as admin. So Ganesh has full access to the AWS services. But if there is no permission as an admin, then they cannot access, means they cannot give permissions themselves. From root account only I can give permissions. The final answer is from IAM users we cannot give permissions. I will write here, from root account I can give permissions to the IAM users. Okay, from root account I can give permissions to the IAM users. IAM users cannot give permissions to themselves. Only if they have admin permission. If they have admin permission, then only they will have full access. Okay, from root account I can give permissions to the IAM users. Till here we are clear. Okay, we will have one root account. Whenever we create first time AWS account, we will have one root account. This root account can create IAM users. For example, there can be the multiple employees join in my company, so I can create a group of them, or I can give individual permissions also to them. So I can give individual permission to the Ganesh, I can give individual permission to the Ram, I can give individual permission to the Shap, and these users are called as IAM users. Now then what is IAM? What is the definition of IAM users? Okay, we will understand what is the definition of IAM. Then what is IAM? IAM is identity and access management. You can control entire AWS using IAM by providing proper permissions to the IAM users. Okay, then what is IAM? Identity and access management. Identity and access management. You can control entire AWS using IAM by providing proper permissions to the IAM users. Okay, now there are two types of users. There are two types of users. What are those? There are two types of users. One is root users. One is root users and another is IAM users. There are two types of users. One is root users and one is IAM users. Now what is difference between root users and IAM users? For root users we have full permissions. Root users has full permissions. Root users has full permissions, and these root users can log in with email ID and password. What is root users? Root users has full permissions and root users can log in with email ID and password. Then what is IAM users? IAM users has limited permissions and IAM users can log in with username and password. There are two types of users. One is root users and one is IAM users. Root users has full permissions and root users can log in with email ID and password. IAM users has limited permissions and IAM users can log in with user ID and password. Now let's assume I have one root account. Okay, let's assume we have one root account. Okay, under my root account, this is our company's root account. Okay, this is our company's root account. We have one root account. This is our company's root account. Under root account, I have created multiple root users. For example, there is a DevOps guys. Under DevOps, there are let's assume there are 10 employees I have joined. Okay, then I have developers. I have joined 10 employees under developers. Okay, then I have support team. In support team I have joined 10 employees. Okay, our company will have root account. Okay, under root account there are multiple teams like DevOps team, developers team, support team. Under DevOps team there will be multiple employees will be working. Under developers there will be multiple employees working, and under support also there will multiple employees working. So for example, there are 10 employees and one more employees has been added. So company will not every time will give permissions and will take care of this. So what company did, company provided permissions as a root account to the DevOps, as a root account to the developers, and as a root account to the support team. Okay, company's root account is there. So company again created root account for DevOps, for developers and supports. Under the DevOps, whatever the employees are there, for them there will be IAM users. Under developers also, whatever the employees are there, for them also there will be the IAM users. In support also, each employee will have IAM users. Okay, only DevOps team has root account, developer team has root account, and support team has root account. The problem is here, as a DevOps team has a root account. So DevOps team is unnecessarily using services that are not to use them. So there is a billing problem. So company need to pay unnecessary billing there. So here AWS came with one service, that is organization service. So company has to pay unnecessary billing. So AWS came with one service, that is organization service. What is the role of this organization? This organization will control all these root accounts. And how will they control this root account? Using service control. Using service control policy. Like as a DevOps has a root account. So if DevOps guys use unnecessary services and made a huge billing, same with other guys. If they are using unnecessary services and made unnecessary billing, so company will have to pay this unnecessary billing, right? So to resolve this, AWS came with services, that is organization. Okay, then what is organization? Organization will have root account. This organization will also have root account. So now this organization will control this DevOps root account, this organization will control this developers root account, and this organization will control this support root account. So all these DevOps, developers and support will join this organization root account, and this root account will be managed by organization. And how will this organization will manage this? Using service control policies. Okay, so whatever the unnecessary services if DevOps engineers are using, that will come to know to the organization, because DevOps team has been joined to organization, developer team joined to the organization, support team joined to the organization. So organization has root account, and this organization will control all these root accounts using service control policies. There is much deeper in IAM to learn. There are multiple policies like user groups, roles and policies. We will cover this in details in our coming next videos. So this is just overview of what is IAM, what is the difference between root users and IAM users. So we will learn in details about IAM in our coming videos.